A very good morning, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We are taking a look on what is happening in the nation Zimbabwe without fear, without favor. And at this point in time, there is a story which we are covering right here. President Emmerson Mnangagwa's plane was targeted on his way from Mozambique. Recently, he was in Mozambique, and when he returned from a meeting which was there, his plane was targeted at Mugabe International Airport, and investigations are underway as we speak right away. So, ZimLive reports that there is a probe into laser strike on Mnangagwa's plane at RGM International. The pilots reported the president's plane returning from Mozambique targeted by ground lasers. So, what happened is that when they were about to land at Mugabe International Airport, lasers then targeted their plane, and no one knows who is involved. But a multi-agency investigation is now underway after the pilots, flying President Emmerson Mnangagwa, were allegedly targeted with ground lasers on approach to the Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport. ZimLive in review. The incident reportedly happened just before 7 p.m. on July 12 as the president returned from a trip to Mozambique aboard an Air Zimbabwe Boeing 737. The pilots reported being blinded by laser-like lights during approach to the airport, sources said. Authorities were reportedly treating the incident very seriously, and a multiple agency probe involving Civil Aviation Authority of Zimbabwe, the Air Force of Zimbabwe, the police, and the intelligence services has been launched. Presidency spokesperson George Charamba refused to discuss the exact nature of the identified threat, saying doing so would jeopardize investigations currently underway. But he says, I can confirm the incident, which has affected or menaced many other airports, foremost Gatwick in England, the misdemeanor has to be nipped in the bud. This is what he said. And investigations will also be seeking to establish if there is a link to recent unsolved break-ins at the private homes of the president, his sons David, and the offices of his nephew Tongai Mnangagwa, during which nothing of value was taken. Shining a laser at airplanes landing or taking off, known as a laser strike, is widespread in Europe and the United States, but there are no previously disclosed incidents in Zimbabwe. So what happens is that these high-powered lasers, they interfere with pilots, distract them, disorient them, or temporarily blind them during critical phases of the flight. And when this flight was about to land at the RGM, that is when it was striked. And this is something very important to Team Zimbabwe, because it's not a simple issue. It's not an issue which can be simply dismissed just like that. It's a very, very sensitive story, a very sensitive issue right there. This shows that a lot is happening. I know different opinions are there, but a lot is happening at this point in time. Zanu PF people are no longer trusting each other. The leaders are no longer trusting each other. One of them is renegated from all the agreements and is seeking to run for 2013 Chipo, and others want him to step down at the end of his tenure. But because of how he can't be trusted, it seems as if factional battles are now taking a new direction. So whatever it is, the incidences are now too much. And we hope and believe that they will resolve these issues, because if they continue like this, they will plunge the country Zimbabwe into chaos. That is the last thing which is going to happen. They will end up plunging Zimbabwe into further chaos, which is uncontrollable, because whatever which is happening is wrong and cannot continue just like that. So we need to be assured of our safety as the people of Zimbabwe. We need to be assured of our safety, because one day munongomuka pfuti dzakurira munyika and you wonder what is happening. So This is one of the incidences which we have seen. Emerson Mnangagwa's leadership is a leadership of issues, starting right there from what happened in Bulawayo, White City Stadium. It's a mess. All these activities and issues, unresolved issues, started during the tenure of Robert Mugabe. We were told about an accident. We were told about cyanide in his office. We were told about so many things, the poisoning, ice cream poisoning. Then fast forward to his election, we are told about the bombing which happened at White City, where nobody was convicted and was known publicly that it's happening. And also, we are then told about these recent activities at his home, at the home of his son, at the offices of his nephew, and at his home, then now on his plane. Saka, you would see and understand that the ulterior motive then is very difficult to establish at this point in time. So this is what is happening. This is the case. And, as it is, Zimbabwe is hot as we speak right now. Succession battles in Zimbabwe are causing a lot of troubles, a lot of problems as we speak. But we wait to see how it is going to end. We wait to see what these people are going to get, what are they going to find, and who is really behind this, because this is a man with so many enemies, and that is what is good within ZANU-PF. They eat each other up. They destroyed the opposition, thinking that they were doing a favor to themselves. But what Pastor Ian Love said is now happening, to say, what are you going to do with the snakes from within? So we are now seeing the snakes. These are the snakes from within. They are now targeting Emerson Mnangagwa himself. And because there is no meaningful opposition, is now vulnerable. So it's him who is afraid. It's him who does not even know what to do. And, he's facing so many difficulties because on the other end, he's uncertain about Nelson Chamisa. This is the reason why you see they've denied Jameson Timber and others bail, is because they are afraid, they are running scared of what Nelson Chamisa can do from another angle and from another end. We have seen them sending a message in Mwenezi by jailing one of the critical supporters of Nelson Chamisa and organizers of Nelson Chamisa's party in that part of Zimbabwe, is because these people are running scared and they are afraid of what could happen to them. But to continue to watch, continue to see what is going to be the outcome of this whole issue. And Mnangagwa recently, he said that he's not going to lobby for another term, but his supporters in Masvingo, Murewa, they've defied that directive which he gave, that he's not going to run again. And they are continuously saying, so this is a cause of concern, because obviously they'll clash because of how they're disrespecting other leaders within ZANU-PF. So it is what it is. We'll continue to watch and see, will we find answers from this one? Will we find answers from this one? What is your opinion? Is this really happening? Or those so this is it in Zimbabwe. Emerson Mnangagwa's plane was targeted with a laser whilst it was about to land at Rajiv Mugabe International Airport. As you can see right there on the screen, you will not see anything if you are targeted by a laser just like that. So it is what it is. We'll continue to watch and see and see how everything is going to end. Thank you very much for coming. And let me see if I can take some comments. Experts, how are you? Very good morning. Irene. Okay. How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, Anzi, anotochikawo kufa. Yes, they are afraid. They are afraid of what they do to us. One day, they know that it will succeed upon them. Shingai, thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. Innocent says Chiwenga can't suit to be president of us. Yes, Chiwenga Mawan. This is the reason why we're saying let them bring the presidency to the person who won the election. So it is what it is, Team Zimbabwe. We'll watch and see what will be the outcome. We do not know, but we'll watch and see what the investigations are going to reveal. Tsitsi, how are you? A very good morning. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. So for the meantime, let us end it here. We'll wait to see what is going to happen from their investigations.